Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, what's your problem? What is your problem? What is your problem? Your problem?
Have you greeted me this morning? Good morning.
It's not about that.
Good morning, Jiga.
It's not about that. What's your problem?
Good morning and welcome to the week. This is Monday.
And so?
The bounce is grumpy.
What's your problem?
I'm not feeling well.
Mentally or?
Always, let me even tell you. Always. What other ways is there again?
Spiritually.
God bless everything.
Physically.
All.
Socially.
In fact, sure.
Sexually.
No. I don't have such problems. Do you know? So, listen, I have something called doctors in the house. Let's put our heads together, because if it's other things that I say now that are not important,
I don't want to seem
everybody
will
put their heads together.
Before you say this, I just want to say something.
Go ahead.
Do you think any doctor that listens to our podcast?
Serious person.
Although, actually, why are we saying this?
Because I had a lot of time to read the dilemmas because I've been up for a long time. There's a person that is a nurse in the Netherlands. I think that person can help.
No, but then remember, like when you first had the problem with your stomach, it was somebody from the podcast.
Do you know what? It was actually someone from the podcast that helped me figure it out. And your plan has worked up until now. Now it's not working again.
No, it's because
so I think we need to regroup.
No, if it came, it was working, but to
be fair, it was
you
working.
You did not add the other parts.
No, I've been very stressed. That's the point. It was working a lot. And now, like I said, we need to regroup. What was that? I don't know your name, but what you said was good. Now we need a second plan. I have what's called a hiatus hernia. Okay. Now, again, doctors in the house, you can correct all the medical terminology. It's not my business. Basically, my stomach and the contents are trying to enter my throat or my esophagus. Something like that. Anyway, what they told me to do, I had to buy a triangle pillow, because they said I should be sleeping upright for 30 days. I didn't do that. And so here we are today.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
It's always good to be here.
That's just the whole thing. So it's like a hernia, but it moves.
Okay.
It's exciting if you think about it in a way.
Almost in a way.
Except this morning.
Okay.
Well, it's not quite exciting. So, the bounce is grumpy, and I have no intention of it's acting nice because of that. I'm not.
Oh, it's because of that?
Yes. Yes.
What did you get up to this weekend?
What did I do on Friday? What did I do on Friday? Do you know, I can't remember. Wow. Thursday, Friday. I don't remember Friday.
Okay. What did you do
Saturday? We recorded a podcast episode. And then I went home, and then 2 of my friends came around. Yes, that was it. Yes, that was it.
You had the...
I had it. God bless conference. You. Before they came around, I left here, and then I had a conference. I spoke at a... Conferences are actually really interesting and fun. Because obviously, like people, my favorite thing about conferences, especially when it's like a serious conference, is obviously people coming up to you, like pitching their ideas and saying all these different things and just having all these like really important conversations. And the thing is, no matter how much people listen to this podcast, they still, and this was a very tech bro conference as well. Yeah. It was actually really fun. Shout out to Peace Steamy's conference, Builders Connect. If you listen or watch Founders Connect, it was great. And so people just came up and, they're talking about all these things, all these business things, all these advice things. And I was just like, well, I wear shirts. So I thought fair. That's why you would assume that I am duly equipped. But obviously, I was sitting in my corner and then the place was cold. So I decided I needed to order a coffee to the venue. But obviously, when the coffee person came, I was like, I don't want to go down because like I'm meant to be speaking, so I'm kind of in front. So the person should come up, but then the person didn't have a band, so they didn't want to let the person. So it was a whole hullabaloo, and I had to go out and get the person and bring. Then one of the other speakers wanted a coffee. I had to order a coffee for them. It was a whole hullabaloo. Honestly, anyway, the talk went very well. I did it with what's his name? Steve on YouTube. Steve, he does the videos with the houses. Okay. Anyway, I did it with Steve on YouTube. And that was fun. People were asking questions about, the genesis of the podcast and this one, that one, that one. And the business. I said, yeah. So that was all. So
what
that
do you
was
do on
fun.
Sunday?
What I do on Sunday, I mostly lay down. Just for a long time. I had a list, like a backup list of movies that I needed to watch. And that's what I did. It was a brilliant time. It was a fun, like just 10 over 10 time. I think I got out of bed at 2:30 p.m., like from sleeping. And then my day began. And it was just, honestly, best time. You, Nko, what did you do?
Things.
Like what?
I'm trying to, I don't know if I'm helping a friend out with something. And
Why did you help me out with something?
Taking me. Your problems, like you said, are serious issues.
I know.
But we worked on it sometimes. For the most part, we were just playing. For the most part, we were playing, which was fun. I also can't remember what I actually did on Friday. So because that was Thursday. I can't remember what I did on Friday.
You see, it's not just me. Friday was just really crazy.
And then on Saturday, we recorded. And then I went home. I was supposed to go for a wedding.
Also, everyone was asking why you didn't come and watch my talk. So please answer.
How many of my talks have you come to watch?
A number.
Of
yes.
Fikemi, you come for 1.
2. And 2 is a number.
Yes. You didn't tell, is he when we got here?
It's not about that. It's actually not about that.
It's when we got here that all of us found out that
it's not about
on this
that.
Very day.
It's not about that. Literally, and I was just like, okay, but is she supposed to be? What do you want from me?
I don't know.
But everything was like,
if you had told me in time, I would have.
Wait, Jola. I said, okay. And I just told them that I was so sorry you could not make it.
I didn't know now. And then I got home and I felt really, really tired. I don't know why. Took a nap.
Are you pregnant?
I doubt so. I highly doubt. And then I woke up at like 10.
As in PM.
Yes, so I couldn't just rouse myself up to now start doing makeup and doing all that stuff. So I missed Carlo's wedding, I missed Farida's wedding.
Oh, that looks super fun. I was actually, it crossed my mind that you don't have any stories from the wedding.
Yeah. I woke up at 10.
Assumed you were going to do that thing people do where you start posting on Sunday.
On Sunday. No, I wasn't able to make it. And I was sad, not just because I missed my friend's wedding, but I have the biggest crush on her auntie.
I'm screaming.
Shade Okoya is like...
She's honestly quite the babe.
Like, I've seen her in person before, and I just kept saying, like, I didn't know what to say. She's very, like... So she's not... I don't know the phrase to use. So she has this thing where she looks at you from, like... It's a very sexy thing. Like, her eyes do this... It's like they're slanted. So she's looking at you... I don't know how to explain it.
I really enjoy her. Do you know? She hangs out with my grandma, sure, which sounds odd because of the age difference, but you'd be surprised.
If you see the fabric Sade wears, you should not be surprised.
She's always having a great time, so she's there often. Anyway, I just enjoy her.
Actually, I think that's where I
enjoy her as a concept, the concept of Shade Okoya, I really enjoy it. I also enjoy her Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And it was at my grandma's birthday that I saw how they do the Instagram.
Yes!
Because she just has a videographer.
She has a videographer, photographer that follows
very
her.
Serious. So.
And the guy remind her, Ma, we need to.
Do you get? And he's like, no, go back. Walk. Like she came in, people were greeting her. She was, sorry, go back. Walk. I said, this is so serious. How come you don't have a videographer?
Have you met my assistant? Vivian.
Vivian barely.
Vivian will tell me, look, don't
barely tolerates all this.
Vivian, anything she likes, she can do. Matter mercy.
So yeah,
the truth is that she actually always wants me to do more, but I'm just so unserious.
I can't lie.
I'm so unserious. I just don't take it seriously enough at all. Like we even had a discussion about it. I said I'm going to do better. She said, you know what, you're not. But
oh my God, someone, do you know, it's so crazy. Somebody like who has people message me on Instagram requests like very often. For someone whose Instagram is not open, people will send me DMs like obviously with the intention that I'm going to reply them. So a lot of them, the ones that are most unserious, I do because I'm just like, this is hilarious. Now, so this babe messaged me and she goes, oh, she just started listening, blah, blah, blah. And she's at the part where I lied that I was going to open my Instagram and have an aesthetic. And that she was now really messaging me about
the aesthetic.
Like having a serious conversation about my potential Instagram aesthetics that I could have. And I was just thinking, first of all, who the hell is this? Only for me to open her page, she had like 300,000 followers. I said, oh.
She's helping you.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I was like, okay, you're not just... Yeah, it was just so random that I was like, who? She's like an American, like popular person. And I was just like, okay, so why are you...
This season of I Said What I Said is brought to you by AfriChange. AfriChange is a fantastic platform you can use to send and receive money from Canada, Nigeria, and to tons of countries, over 50 countries if I believe. Yes. But they have something special for our people in the UK.
Very, very special. So at the end of the month, AfriChange is launching their UK corridor, which means that you can send money from the UK to about 50 countries, and you can also receive money in the UK from these countries.
Yay.
And if you go to africhange.co.uk and you sign up to their waitlist, you can get a few perks. You'll be one of the first people to have access to the UK corridor, and you also get invited to the parties that they're having to launch them in different cities across the UK. We love a good bash.
Do you know what else we love? We love a discount over here. So if you use the discount code ISWIS, you get a discount when you send your money. I mean, who doesn't want...
just brilliant.
Who doesn't want...
You get a discount on your
such things.
Transfer.
This is why we love AfriChange, because AfriChange loves us.
That's what we do.
All right, guys. Enjoy the episode.
I have this new obsession with the RSVP, like bread and butter pudding. Fagem. This waist can never go down. No.
I've never had it. First of all, bread and butter pudding is something that I would never have. But
that's what I thought. Like I schooled in England for how many years?
Yeah, I was like, boarding school made me hate bread and butter pudding.
As for this, my sister, I must tell you.
Really?
Fantastic
stuff. Do you know that RSVP, I never get to dessert? It's just not a thing.
No, the second thing is, at RSVP, I shit you not, so maybe like 6 people inside. Tinubu, please.
You're joking.
The economy is fucked. So
on a Sunday?
On a Sunday, at 5:30. I'm telling you.
Since when?
I couldn't, like when you're now trying not to be alarmed.
Because normally when I want to go to RSVP, I always think, but it'll be full.
You hear me? I'm telling you that we were like 6 in that place. I couldn't believe it.
This is what I hate. Every good thing that we have, you want to take it away from us.
I want to also note that, how you said, I never get to dessert. I want you to know that we only went there
for the dessert.
Oh, because we looked on a budget tray. Good.
So, which one do you like?
Tinubu has finished me.
No, Tinubu has
finished me.
Tinubu has made everything bad, though.
My maid Rachel, I'm going to miss that girl. Rachel is going to university, and I'm very demoralized. So she was like, oh, auntie, your turkey stew has finished. I said, do you think I don't know? You think I don't know?
Do you know what it is to be buying turkey at this juncture? The other day, I wanted to order lamb chop.
Lamb?
Wait now.
Lamb or ram?
The babe now, lamb chop. The babe now said, do I want the imported one? Or I said, if you can find one that was next door, so please let's run. Anyone in the Koi environment
I'm actually not joking.
As in, keep it as local.
You said
as local. If any of my neighbors have a lamb.
You said Koi. That's the Obalende place.
Any of my neighbors that have a lamb, let's go for that.
No.
I was like, because she first sent the imported price. I had to reply her that, my good sis, what would you think I am to be eating imported at this I said, any lamb we have locally, that is a lamb that I love.
I miss lamb.
A lamb I love. And you know that I got the lamb chops, and then I was just like, okay, so there are 4. Like, Mr. Gable was not like, should he make all of them? I just thought, are you insane? Also, of course, how crazy question is that this thing has to last us to the end of June. I said, let me explain something to you. The way you put this thing inside the freezer, nobody must see it. No, because when people come to my house, they just open the freezer, they want this, I said, let me tell you, you'll put it at the back. Nobody must see it. Because I know that the next thing I'll just get to declare it's in lamb. All of a sudden.
The only reason the lamb hasn't finished is because he's not around.
And all of a sudden, that boy is eating lamb. But he doesn't know how he got there. No. So things are really going. Because I remember when, willy-nilly, I was having jumbo prawns inside my house.
Ekemi can even put inside stew.
What are you talking about? I was having prawn stew, chicken stew, beef stew. Just to mix it up. Just sometimes I didn't really want like a beef stew or chicken stew. We're giving them a shrimp stew, prawn stew. You get just, for balance. I was having fried rice with like pork belly. I was living,
having a good life.
Living la vida loca. Now! They're not like that.
Honestly.
They're not like that. That's how the other day they wrote a list. I saw basmati rice. I said on to what? I said basmati? What of long grain?
Longest.
He said no. I tell you, like I said, I will love long grain.
The woman that sells my mom chicken, she said, oh, this is something chicken. I said, okay, do you have fowl? Because do
you get, I used to, let me tell you the funny thing, I used to order chicken from one of these organic farms. I said, do you have any that they don't eat grass? They're allergic to, they hate grass. I don't want any grass-fed comfort or comfort, any of these grass-fed cow comfort. I said, anyone that they don't like it, that they're eating like a packaged good, dry goods. Those are the animals that I want now. It's really crazy, honestly. I don't know. I actually don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all.
The bounce is investing.
Why into money making?
The bounce is making money moves. The bounce is making money moves. So we have partnered up with Bamboo and we have started our investing journey. We've been talking about money a lot here. And we are going to be sharing our journey with you, our money making journey. And we're actually in competition.
Yes, we really are.
We are competing.
Yes. But before we go far, ladies and gentlemen,
please, big disclaimer.
I just want
to advise you.
This
is actually not financial advice. I suggest you do your research.
Please.
This is for information purposes only and entertainment. Just so you
know, competition.
So you know the goings on. Do you know what I mean? So you know what's happening. Please don't go and follow anything that is said. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now, Bamboo is a platform that allows you to buy US stocks from Nigeria and Ghana as well. They also have Nigerian stocks. They have treasury bills. They have dollar fixed income
for the Nigerians.
For the Nigerians, Charlie. So sorry about that.
You can download the app on the Play Store, on the App Store. Chad, your phone between the two of you. Where you get your apps from.
Everywhere the app is available for you.
You can use your BVN or a Ghana card and you can get to it.
Yeah, you can also
just like that.
You can also deposit Naira or dollars to start.
You can use mobile money.
Yeah, big babe. You can start with dollars. But if you have Naira as well, you can use that to buy the stocks on Bamboo.
You can use wire transfer.
You can.
They are ready for you.
Well, anything you have, just give them. Don't worry. And so what we're going to be doing is we are going to be investing, and we're going to show you how we are using Bamboo to make our own money.
We're also going to be saying who knows more.
Yeah.
That's the point of this.
You guys already know the answer to that now. Just, if you look at two of us now, you already know.
Okay.
Who's going to come out on top.
Of course.
It's not by skirts. Not by skirt wearing. So, you can follow our journey on www.isaidwhatIsaidpodcast.com/invest/bamboo.
Come on.
To the link.
To the link. Yeah. And Bamboo is duly licensed by the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, Nigeria, and they're partnered with a regulated member of FINRA/SIPC in the US. So you're good to go.
You are.
It's safe.
And so you can download Bamboo and you can follow our journey
week to week
on the website.
Week to week.
No,
we'll
be showing you. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll be showing you. And then you guys will finally be able to know who can make money and who cannot.
There's only one of us that closed ICE business, but...
Is it by ICE business? Is it by ICE? These are just the things. I'm familiar with dollars, stocks, investing, all these things. You studied geopolitics. Anyway, download Bamboo and follow our journey. Thank you so much.
All right, back to the episode.
PS.
Quick PS.
Very important PS. If you join the competition, you actually stand a chance to win week on week dollars.
Dollars.
Cash dollars, real dollars, not audio dollars. So, get involved and then, we'll see you at the finish line. You can meet me.
Yeah, so you can
I win.
So you can make it rain when you meet me. At the finish line.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much.
Okay, now we have Skeleu. who says, "Hi, girly pops. Let's get into it. Not a question, but just a little bit of a rant. I have a friend who has outgrown me, and it really sucks being on this side of the coin. She's always been wealthier, and that has never been an issue in our friendship. For context, we've known each other since uni and went through life together. You know how rough uni can be. But in the past 2 years or year and a half, she's definitely distanced herself from me, and it's for the sole reason that we're not on the same wavelength anymore. I know it seems like I'm assuming, but it's obvious. She's way more aware of her wealth and has tapped into it fully, which I love. Who doesn't love soft life? But in doing that, she's aligned with people who fit her aesthetic more. We used to work a 9 to 5 together, which also bonded us, but she's since become more of a creative and can't relate to the struggle life we so hated, which I'm still in. I know a part of me feels this way because I may not be fully okay with where I am, but a part is also like, damn, we started from the bottom and you got up and you dipped. She's also upped her man game and now exclusively dates men from stupid money. Oh. Me with 3K in my account, how I go attract baller. Okay, I have a lot of love for her, but I hate feeling like the one that got left behind. I know you guys will say I'm a witch because I've outgrown some people as well, but man, this shit really sucks. Oh.
Well, Abby?
Is that all you have to say?
No, I'm coming.
I mean, I do think when everybody talks about like outgrowing and stuff, you never assume you're the one that will be left behind. You're always under the assumption that you are the one that will do the living, or you're always the one that will outgrow or be better or have like, you're the one with the choice. You're the one that will always do the living. You're not the one that will get left. I think a big part of it is what you've said. Your current unhappiness means that you see an element of that in all your interactions. The other thing is that it's actually true. Situations and similar placements in life affect a friendship. So, for instance, I used to feel a type of when people would say, oh, you know, your friends that have children are closer. But the thing is that they have similar like struggles, right? So they're having those conversations constantly. They understand that it's easier for them to ask someone who's in the same boat for help or for advice or for, you know, etc. I do think that when it comes to money, it's a bit weird, right? Because the way money can change a dynamic can be real or B, just a lot of it can be in your head. But your friend being at a different place means the crux of your friendship, which is like honesty, trust, doesn't have to change. But if you do feel self-conscious, it means that there are things that you take personal that might not be meant in that way.
But do you think this is that?
It's possible. Because she said that
they're real.
She said that a part of it is that she knows because she's not happy, she reads into some of that stuff. But what I am saying is that there is feeling left behind and there's being left behind. So for instance, feeling left behind is Fake goes on Virgin and I go on Airpiece. I feel some type of way. No, I feel some type of way because I can't afford what you can't afford. Being left behind is Fake not even telling me she's traveling at all. She makes plans with other friends.
Like you just see that
you just see that I'm going.
And then it's just not like a fact of...
Yeah. So, but that is, and those are two fundamentally different things.
But do you think, because I feel like it might be a bit of both.
No, I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying that there's a difference that it's important to
There is a big difference. And with these things, to be fair, the thing in your head is usually...
It's bigger.
It's
always bigger. And it's because I've seen this, I felt it. It happened to me multiple times. So
it has.
So again, it's all these things where is she inviting you to places and you feel uncomfortable because you can't match up. But she still... So for instance, again... Everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people who have had a thing where you have a friend who you guys are on the same level and then things change and somebody is higher or lower. If let's go for lunch becomes a thing where the places are changing, do you understand? The sentiment is still the same. She still wants to have lunch with you. It's up to you not to allow the shame of that overwhelm the relationship. You have to say, madam.
Yeah, if we step into this
place.
If you step into this place, I want you to know
that I can't afford it.
It's another thing for like how to not have any perspective, which has happened to me. Someone that like has invited me out to lunch, and like we used to be, we were never on the same the same playing field, but we were younger, so it wasn't as obvious. But like they were always much richer. Anyway, we went to lunch now as grown people. Okay, now, we went to the lunch at a place that, like, I mean, if we just ate like normal people, I could even afford my own half. That is not what happened. This person said they wanted to taste. They wanted to do tasting menu, tasting. And they didn't now order like the tasting menu. They just ordered like 7 things that they wanted to try for the sake of like figuring out. So imagine just going to a restaurant and then you don't know if you want the chicken or the fish or the whatever. And you're like, let me just order everything, taste it. And then whatever I like, I'll eat. Whatever I don't like, I'll pack up, or like whatever, we'll just leave it. So I said, okay, now, no problem. I ordered the one thing that I ate and like my one drink. And she, we had a blast. We were gisting, all of that. Now, I didn't think there was any problem because I just thought we're reasonable people. What is going to happen is I'm obviously going to pay for what I ate. And you're obviously going to pay for what you ate. Because I already knew that this is not the kind of person that's going to pay for my lunch. No problem. Only for me to, lo and behold, the bill came. She now said, so we'll just do half and half, right?
Hey!
I said, eh? And a different person will form, oh, I was so shy. I didn't know what to say. I just put, I said, let me explain something to you now, my dear. Maybe you've forgotten how I am not paying for a damn thing you ate. I said, did you see that very specifically? I did not try out of anything. I ate, see, what I'm paying for is this, and I don't give it, I don't even, she's like, oh, sorry, she didn't think about it like that. I said, and I honestly had to address it. I was like, what are you talking about? You ordered 7 things. You want us to, which bill can we possibly split? Which bill, what are you saying? So she was like, oh, she didn't think of it. And I was like, please, don't be doing this rubbish because like, I know that you're not stupid. So don't even try. And I was like, I know that you're counting on, the thing that will happen where you'll just be like, oh, shame catch me. I don't want to talk. I was like, let me yarn you something.
Do you think that's what it was?
I just thought it was rubbish. Like, I just thought it was one of those things that she was just like, let me just, like, I don't think it was thought about and malicious. I think it was just what she does and it's just fine. I guess maybe like, again, maybe if I had more money, there's no instance in which it would have been fine.
No, if you had more money, you'd have ordered more, so you don't have money.
So I was just like, excuse me, first of all, that's not happening. Number 2, why would you even think that will happen? Yeah. And then we got into the whole thing and then everything was just super awkward for like 3 years. After
3 years?
Yes. After that, because I was just I don't want to be in any situation with you where I'm now feeling someone. But you're right, because I reacted more than
what the situation warranted.
Like if it was you now, I would have said I'm not paying, but it would have not been that deep.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Because I wouldn't have thought it was an affront.
Okay.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have thought you were doing something to me.
Yeah, so that's what I don't want her to think her friend is doing something to her. That's my thing. When you have a good friendship with someone, I always say this thing: don't project malice. Yeah. It's very, very hard when you feel a type of way, when your life is just not jigging the way you want it to. And the person that you want to rely on the most is in a different place from you. So she's dating richer men because she's hanging out with richer people. It's not that she sat down and she was like,
let me gauge. Yeah, it's just, I want to leave you there.
Yes. So for instance, like just think about how your life changes sometimes. When I worked, it wasn't even a full-on 9 to 5, but when I was working as the Coco, I met a lot of tech people. That's just the way it is. If I was going to date, if I didn't have a boyfriend at the time and I was going to date, in fact, I even know exactly who I would have dated at the time. Is tech people. Like there's no, I made lots of friends who worked in the tech ecosystem as my
It's
career,
just where you are and what you're doing. And also like, I mean, we want to say, but money changes things as well.
1,000,000%.
There are friends that I have that we've been friends for a long time, but like our money has gone up, our money has gone down. And you can see it because all of a sudden I'm gisting with my friend, like I've always been gisting with my friend. And what is happening? Oh, they're flying to this place. They're going to this place. They're buying what they're sending to me onto like, which one should I buy? Has changed from which outfits in Zara should I buy to which very expensive bag. Which color do you like?
Oh, they're ready to... Let me give you a very good example. A friend of mine wanted to buy a pair of trousers, and the trousers were about $300 and something. And it wasn't something she was ruminating on.
It was just,
And they were plain black, like office type slacks, right? And that's a conversation, right? For me. I'm not buying $300 trousers. Not at this point. I can't do that. But she was asking me like what I think. But she was not asking it based
on what job. It's just like
Jola, what do you think of each
yeah.
other? And the first thing I said was they are very expensive. She said, actually, you're right, but I really like them and I can afford them. I said, okay, let's show me other options. Let's see what the options are. Now imagine if I took that on to feel like, this is where my friend is. Now I want to buy something. And I feel weird sending her because I start thinking maybe she thinks, all this is not a good thing. Like, this is not real quality. I start projecting that onto her. Or she has friends. This is a good example. She's making other friends. Maybe Fekemi introduced me to her group of friends. If one of those friends invites me to something, I can't invite another friend.
Yeah.
Because I met the person through
in that circle, yeah.
But my best friend might feel left out if she sees me and Fekemi and that group of friends. That happens.
It happens. It happens. These things are somehow, but like it's just so because my friend is sending me a bag that I cannot afford to say, do you like the green or do you like the brown? I can't now be forming I can't take it personally because this is what my friend would do at any this is what I would do now if I was going somewhere to try on something. I'll still send it to her. And I know that it's not about the price. It's about which one looks nicer. But if I start to feel a type of way that the position, like maybe I'm broke, the position I'm in, and you're sending me this, and then it becomes like an awkward conversation.
When you feel somehow,
everything becomes somehow.
You project either. Because if you just see your friend with the bag, and you say, oh my God, your bag is... She's like, yes, so I was even trying to decide between blah, blah, blah. And I asked X.
Yeah.
You will now think again, okay, but why didn't you ask me? So that was I just feel like it's one of those things where...
Because I remember in this instance, when a friend sent it to me, I caught myself because my first thought was not, which color is nicer. My first thought was a somehow thought of like, why am I picking bags that I cannot? And I had to be like, excuse me.
Yes.
Let's have a small internal meeting. Yes. This is rubbish. And
this is bad mind that's jumping out.
And then we now got back into, please, this is the nicer color, blah, blah, blah. Like, are you into... I know why she messaged me because I started asking about the hardware, this one. And I was like, this is my work. So the thing is, but when you're feeling somehow, everything is colored.
Yeah, 100%.
Everything is colored. You see your friend maybe like going out, doing different things, buying different things. Or those things don't really affect me as much as people like deeply succeeding. I don't know how to explain it. Like, you see your friend, expanding things, launching new things, and you feel like, me too, I've been on a project or doing this and that, and it hasn't banged like this. And then you start to feel somehow, instead of what you really are, which is happy for your friend.
Yeah,
because you're just feeling somehow. Or like, they're dating a rich man. Okay, what do you want to do, my dear? Tell them to introduce you to the rich man's friends. No, help yourself.
Not even that. I think fundamentally, it's the thing of dealing internally with what you are feeling.
You have to check it.
Before you start talking to your friends about, I'm feeling like this, I'm feeling, make sure you actually, because the
thing is, we don't know how much she might be or might not be leaving you out.
That's fine. That's what I'm saying. That the first thing to do is you
have to check it within yourself first.
There's a lot of, it's not, the moral of my story really is, it's not every feeling you validate.
Yeah. And it's not every conversation
you have
that you should have, because if this girl is not making you, like, if objectively she's actually not leaving you out, all this is going to just make her feel terrible about something that, like, is not a bad thing.
It's not just only going to make her feel terrible. She's going to start leaving you out. She's then going to start worrying about every interaction with you.
She must. And then because now her lifestyle has changed, every interaction is colored by that. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't want to feel somehow about her lifestyle. So what's just going to happen is, okay, now she wants to go and do something, hang out, but she doesn't want you to feel somehow you're not coming. That's it. Now she's only seeing you in your house or, wherever is affordable to you. And the whole friendship just becomes really somehow. I think as we grow up, it's one of the more interesting things, like what's happening with people's money for me to observe.
Yeah, and also...
I don't mind, I love my rich friends.
No, I think before we even talk about how much we love our rich friends, I think it's also good to feel a bit more active. There's something about... when you're not happy with where you are and you spend a lot more time working to figure out how to
beating yourself up,
it makes you feel better. Like when you're like, okay, this is where I am, this is where I want to be, and these are the things that's like our roadblocks in between, and you start working on those. It gives a better sense of control or power, I personally think. But I'm really sorry that you feel that way.
I am. It's hard, let me not lie. But like, I honestly think you should switch to the side of enjoying that your friends have money. My view now, and I tell all my friends, is that you blow, we blow. everybody blows. If one of my friends blows, we're all making it out of the hood. All of us are moving up together, and that is your business. Whether you like, if you want to start acting brand new, we will not allow you. So, that's your business. But I do get it, and I think that you need to, just like say, you need to draw a line between what is happening and what you are feeling. And I think that will help you.
Okay, finally we have intercontinental shit. And this person says, hello, Jola and FK. I hope you guys are having a really lovely day so far. I'm giving you guys permission to laugh at me. Don't worry, hon.
We would have
regardless. So my story goes like this. I was in an entanglement with a Congolese guy, and we both went out to eat with his best friend, who is also Yoruba, like me. Previously, this Congolese guy had told me that he couldn't handle pepper and doesn't like spicy food. So imagine my surprise when he joined his Nigerian best friends and I to order the spicy meals on the menu. I'm not sure if it was FOMO that was doing him. After eating, we went back to my place and I wanted to use the bathroom in my one bed because I was super pressed and I don't like using public bathrooms. As I was heading there, he told me that he wanted to use it first and I didn't think of anything at the time. Maybe he was more pressed than I was. I didn't want to believe this guy was shitting in my bathroom. Maybe he was just brushing his teeth and cleaning up for sexy time you were about to have, But when I entered the bathroom after, I got the ick immediately. Like, we aren't super close yet. Why do I know what your shit smells like? Shasha, I had to use the bathroom while holding my nose because I had to go. When I came out, he was embarrassed and ashamed. And the funny thing is, I actually had air freshener, but this man clearly didn't see it. I should stop talking to him. Am I a bad person for cutting him off because his shit was smelling?
Yeah, no.
Do you know that like we are all somehow people?
We're actually all somehow.
We're all
and the thing is, our level of somehow is just so high. We're deeply somehow.
We're all somehow people. Do you know the thing? It's like it's just like a weird miscalculation thing. Because why did he let you go to the bathroom first?
Why did he let you go to the bathroom first?
Why first?
Like, it's just he should have done everything to let you go to the bathroom first. He honestly should have.
But you know the thing is that I actually
secondly, do you know that I would probably not I would have gone to his bathroom in the restaurant. I don't know anybody there.
No, but like when you eat spicy food, it takes a little bit for it to kick in.
Maybe, but they were running to her house because she was pressed.
No.
Why
She
did
said when they didn't run to her house. She said when they got to the house.
I would have found a way.
No, he didn't. So there's layers. He didn't think of it, but then he also didn't.
And then he was probably caught unaware.
Because he doesn't eat spicy food often, so he doesn't know how it goes. He doesn't know when you haven't eaten spicy food in a long time. But I actually think she's somehow. But I don't judge her for it.
No, I would have done the same. I'm sorry. See, so the thing is, the ick is hard to beat. And I think if it's early on and you get the ick, like whatever. do you know what I mean? Whatever. It's not as if she's, again, you say she should be more mature. Okay, but why not? And what should we do? Him too, he'll have the ick about other things. It's just the way it goes. There's nothing we can do about it. Sorry to him and to her.
No, I don't know. I actually feel kind of bad for the guy, but...
This is why you have to buy poopery.
Do men know how to use poopery?
I don't know, but this is why I have never used any man's bathroom without buying poopery.
But there's other things too. Like, I know this sounds so silly, but I'm so self-conscious about smells.
Yeah, which is why you have to buy poopery and put it in your bag.
But it's different things. Like, I also have this weird thing about using public bathrooms. I don't like public.
I don't.
Even in my friends' houses, I'll use the bathroom in your house, Bulu's house, Leila's house.
Yeah, there are very
John's
few people
house.
that I'm using bathroom in their house.
My parents are amazed at how long I can hold my wee.
Same.
I will not go.
I won't go.
I won't go.
I won't go. You don't understand the number of nights I've gone clubbing, had too many drinks, and I'm like, there is no way. I'm like, there is no, I don't know that there's any, I can't, well, unless it's bad.
No,
I'm not going.
I've gone, do you know, I'm thinking about it, honestly, one of the reasons I was happy when we moved from VGC was, I can't explain to you the number of times in the middle of an event, I've gone back to my house.
Yeah.
To use the bathroom and come, solely to use the bathroom and come back. I have a thing. It's also just gauging the scene.
It is.
So I can tell you where the window in your bathroom is and how it opens. It's small things like that. No, you have to think about, especially because if I'm going to Faye Kem's house, yes, a lot of times it's the two of us, but a lot of times there are other people there. And I have this thing about what am I leaving for those coming after me? It's just an important little thing to me. I think that it's a weird thing to think about because everybody just shits, blah, 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 blah.
But also, sure, but also
we need comfort levels. Let me tell you something. A fart should come before a shit.
I don't even think so.
No, fake me. I promise you. Do you know why I think a fart should come?
Because you can't use poopery on a fart.
No, but you know why I'm saying a fart should come before a shit. A shit is a big investment.
It's crazy.
It's crazy
investment
to make.
Like, let me not lie
house.
to you.
Even in my own house,
can I just say that? Like, I want to, because let's be frank, this is a stupid topic to be talking about, but like, whatever, we're here. A guy that I'm seeing, that before we get to this point, let me not lie, is foul. No. I'm dead serious. There's just, you can't gauge this pee. It's just not happening for a while until a level of comfort.
Bowel movements are natural.
I don't give a shit. And I even have a sensitive stomach. I'm yarning you that if I can manage this pee, this boy doesn't have any excuse.
It was peppery food. It was peppery food. Now he didn't know. Let me tell you something. Every time I travel for more than 3 weeks and I don't eat spicy food.
Yeah, and I come back.
When I come back,
but I enjoy it. Jola, what I'm saying is that I know when I come back, it's not the day that I'm going to see. It's not the day that I'm going to see someone that I'm trying all this rubbish. Do you get? Again, you must gauge the situation. It's not the day that I'm going to see somebody that I'm trying all these things.
He didn't know.
He should have. He should have known. We're all adults. Again, and let me tell you something. The times I've done, I'm sleeping over at someone's house, you pack poopery in your bag. And for those, the uninitiated who don't know what poopery is, you need to know because you need to buy it because it can save you embarrassments in public.
Yeah.
I always have poopery in my bag because I don't like disgrace. Poopery is a spray. You spray it before you use the bathroom. And like it
locks in it's a very weird thing.
I don't know how it works. You spray it before you use the bathroom.
It locks in the smell.
Then it smells however like you sprayed it. It doesn't let the smell.
So you spray it
You spray it in the toilet.
In the toilet.
And
like on the
when
water.
you finish, you close the toilet, you flush. And the toilet doesn't end up smelling like whatever you've done there. It smells like what's you
whatever flavor of poopery.
This has saved
it sounds crazy.
It has saved many a relationship of mine. I'm yarning you the truth. I have never done any sleepover without this pee.
Without poopery.
And if I don't have it, I can't sleep over.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'd never know. Yeah. And I hate disgrace.
Also, like on your first day, I know that this sounds
so silly. Like fundamentally my shit don't stink. That's just what happened. I'm just yarning you. There's no man that can tell you.
Why don't you bring poopery to my house?
Who gives a shit about who cares about what you think of me? Do you get?
Stupid girl.
Who cares if you think I stink or not? That's your business.
Hello all, Bamboo's campaign is still on. And to win a Pixel 8 this week, all you have to do is get on the app and invest in either their Nigerian stocks or their American stocks or the Beta Nigerian T-Bills program. It's very simple. Bamboo is rewarding you for thinking about your future and getting active. Get with it. Because I love you guys, I'm not going to do a jury round win, but I want to see who does. We need to make sure that it goes to one of you. So you know what to do. Click the link below and all those fun stuffs. All right, guys, back to the episode.
Anyway, guys, this has been a smelly episode.
It has actually been very ras, but like, do you know what?
These things need to be tabled. Sometimes we are
what? Modern women.
Not modern. We are ladies who brave into a new world. We go where others don't.
Yeah, for good reason.
That's why we win awards on this podcast. We are investigative journalists.
Sorry about this episode.
I make no apologies.
You know that someone will open this thinking, oh great, let me hear what is going to be said today. Like, maybe they're looking for inspiration or motivation.
Unlike my co-host.
Or maybe they're looking for just like deep impact. And they're going to hear the rubbish that we've been discussing.
I make no apologies. And that's to say,
okay,
I don't give a shit.
I make apology. Because it's somehow. I see what you just did there. A goat. You're a goat. Let me just advise
me and my brave co-host go where others dare not tread. And with that, we say to you, Adieu. Buy yourself Harpic, poopery, and a brush.
I'm telling you, if that money, manage a freshener, but do arm yourself with the important things.
Okay? See you next week.
Bye-bye.